Chris here from Barnyard Outdoors, and I have to admit something. I am a flashaholic. So if you don't know what a flashaholic is, that means somebody that's addicted to flashlights. I know it sounds crazy. I'm kind of nerdy that way. So I got really excited when TrustFire reached out to me and said, we're going to send you a light to review, which I thought is great. So I picked one out, and the one I picked is the red version of the TrustFire Mini X3, and it's not a red light, but it has a red light, which is perfect for camping. So let's unbox this, take a look at it, and I'll let you know my opinions of it. The TrustFire Mini X3. And this is actually a multi-function flashlight. That's one of the things that really got me interested in it. So let's go ahead and open the box. It's kind of an interesting box design. There's a little button here. You kind of push in to release it, and then you can slide it out. I thought that was kind of cool. All right, so you get the instruction manual. It is multifunction, so the instructions are always good to have. And then it's packaged really nicely in here. And it also includes a USB-C cable. One of the other things I really liked about this is the USB-C charging. I'm trying to standardize everything to USB-C. But let's take a look at the light here. I mean, this has got one of those flat design lights, right? So this is very easy to fit in the pocket. And I have a very specific gear kit that this is going to go in. So I'm really excited to kind of show this off. I've been testing it. I'm really impressed with it. It seems to work really well. Let's take a look at the outside of the light. You have your power button to turn it on and off. You have a slider here, and this slider allows you to select between 3 of the different modes. You've got a green laser, you've got your standard flashlight beam, and then on the back, look at this, you've got a little floodlight as well. So looking at the light, you got your power button, your function switch. Here is a little cover that has your USB-C charging port. On the back, you've got that floodlight. It's got the 2-way clip, so you can clip it nice and deep in the pocket, or you can clip it to the brim of a hat if you want to use this as a hands-free lighting device. And one other thing, speaking of hands-free, the back end is a magnet. So you can actually stick this on things and use it for either a shining light out or shining light down with the floodlight. Okay, so let's go over the basic operation of the TrustFire Mini X3 light. So this is a switch on the side here, and that allows you to select between the green laser, the main flashlight beam, and the floodlight on the back. Operation is really simple. You push and hold this button for half a second, and that'll activate the light. Right now we're on green laser. We turn that on. You'll notice that the logo lights up. That shows you how much power you have. And I'm not sure if you can see that. If I can get that on camera, you can see it's got a decent green laser. And the green laser, it's a class 3R laser. There's no runtime listed on it, but you can turn it on, turn it off. It seems to work pretty good. It's not a feature that I think I will use a lot. Push for half a second again and it'll turn off. Next is the flashlight beam. And as I mentioned, this has a main beam here, which is the white LED. And then this one over here is the red. Now they do sell a model that has a UV light. I opted for the red light because I feel that's better when I'm out camping in the woods. This operates the same way. You push this power button for a half second and we'll turn on the main flashlight beam. And then you push the button again to cycle through. Right now this is the low, which is 3.5 lumens. This will run for 100 hours. The mid-level is 55 lumens. That'll run for 15 hours. High is 215 lumens, and that will run for 4.1 hours. And then the high, which is 1050 lumens, and that'll run for 2.16 hours. And I feel like it's a decent spread of options for the light. When you're looking at 3.5 lumens on low, this is perfect for just basic things, digging through a pack, you know, things where you don't want to blind all your friends that are out camping with you. The middle setting at that 55 lumens is perfect for just navigating around the campsite. The 215 is perfect for night hikes if you're in an unfamiliar area. plenty of light to be able to see what's ahead of you on the trail. And then of course this high, their extreme bright is what they call it. That is definitely bright enough to find out what's making a noise by a garbage can or a dumpster at the campsite, so you can count how many raccoons are out there. Now it will remember the settings, so if I turn this up to the medium setting and then I turn it off, the next time I push and turn on the light, it'll be back at that medium setting. And that is really nice to know, because if you're using it on this, you don't have to worry about cycling through every time you turn it off or turn it on. Now, I did mention that it also has a red light, and that red light can be accessed when the white light's on. If you push and hold, it will turn on the red light. And that red light, they don't give any lumen rating on that, but it's 25 hours of runtime for the red light, and you can push and hold and turn it off. There is no direct way to get to the red. You can push and hold the power button, and you'll see that it first turns on the white light and then turns on the red light. It's one thing I would really like to see changed, because there are times where I don't want the white light to come on at all. I'm using the red light to preserve my night vision, and I don't want any white light at all. Last setting on here is the floodlight, and this floodlight is nice. It's actually 4000K. It's got a CRA of 95, so it's got a really nice natural light. Select it down to the flood setting, same thing. Do a half-second pause, and it turns on that floodlight, and that is a nice warm light. I really like that color temperature. And same thing here. It's got 3 settings, so, and it does memorize which setting you were on. I was on a higher setting when I turned this on. This is the low setting, which is 5 lumens. That'll run for 72 hours. The middle setting is 55 lumens. That'll run for 8 hours. And then the high setting is 303 lumens, and that will run for 3.26 hours. So it's got a lot of options, and for a multi-function light, it has all the functions that I'm going to need when I'm out camping. I'm really impressed with it. I'm impressed with the build quality. It is IP65, water resistant rated, aluminum body. It's a really nice build. One thing to keep in mind, there is no lock on this, so if you throw this in a pocket or something where there's a lot of pressure on that button, the light could turn on, but the button actually is not that easy to push and hold on. So I don't think that's too much of a concern for me. So as I mentioned, I have a specific role for this light and a place where this is going to go. The kit it's going to go into is my potty pack. If you haven't seen that video, I'll throw a link up there. This is what I take into bathrooms when I'm out and about. It's got everything I need in there except one thing. You know what that one thing is? A light. So now I've got a light that I can put in there, and a lot of the camping facilities in the state of Nebraska, at least the modern ones, which are designed to be storm shelters, they're concrete, but they have steel doors. Now, they also don't have any lights in them. So with this magnetic back, I can just hook this to the door when I walk in, and what I'll probably do is use the floodlight feature. So I'll have the floodlight on, and I can stick it to the door and shine it up against the ceiling or the wall, whatever. It's not blinding me. All of the walls are white in there. So it'll give me the ambient light that I need to take care of my business when I'm using the facilities. So I'm really impressed with it so far. I really like it, and because of this awesome small shape, I can very easily just, open my potty pack up, and I can take the clip and I can clip it right inside. So I will go ahead and do that right now, so it's in there and ready when I need it. Now, one thing to note, let's see if it's in there really nice. Maybe you can see it. It's in there. It's right in there. It's in there. Trust me. There is no lockout feature with this, so something to keep in mind. If I close this up and I put enough pressure on it, there's a chance that I could turn on that light. It takes some pressure to do that, so I'm not too concerned about it, and the button's pretty flush on there. So I will keep everybody in the loop to see if I have trouble with it, turning on and discharging. But like I said, I'm not too concerned about that, and it's going to make a great addition to this pack. It really kind of rounds it off. So like I said, I am a flashaholic. I have a lot of flashlights and lanterns and all sorts of things. I'm pretty particular about the type of light that I get or that I use, and this one really impresses me. This is a brand that I have not had any experience with, but I'm really glad that they gave me the opportunity to take a look at it, and I'm looking forward to having it with me when I'm out on my next camp out. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. In the description, I will put a link to this product along with a discount code. So if you want to check it out, go ahead. I really like it so far. And like I said, I will keep you informed if all of a sudden I have to switch it out because something happens. But I've had it for a while now. I used it while I was out on my vacation. I didn't have any problems with it. I think it's a really impressive little multi-function light. So if you like this type of content, remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel so you can see more of my videos and reviews that come out. And thank you everybody for watching.